What's going on? I'm Keith Shannon from Direct Carpet, and behind me, I'm just doing some editing for you. I've got a 3-part series on how to do a carpet runner with a right turn landing. And there is a long version out there if you want. It's about 24 minutes. I'm gonna break this one into 3 parts so it's a little bit easier for you to watch and to grasp. This one is just on the landing, number 1, and number 2 will be on the bottom flight runner, and number 3 will be on the top. All right, this video is gonna be as quick as I could possibly do it for you guys. I'm focused in on the landing here. We'll give you a couple different reference points. There is no smooth edge. We have already put the underpad down in a previous video, so we're reusing the same underpad. We've lined that underpad up. If you're looking for that video, you can find that video on my site. We've already got our pre-made runner. Our underpad is cut down to 24 inches. Our runner is at 26 inches. 26 inches wide. So what I'm going to show you guys is how to set up the runner first on a right turn landing. Okay, this is the easiest way that I could figure out. So we're going to line it up on those top stairs, and then we're going to line it up here on the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to lock it all into place, which is going to make it easier to line up your bottom and line up your tops for beginners. All right, we've got our tools over here. The tools that we'll be using today is a tucker, a hammer, a pair of scissors, some staples, a tape measure, and an electric staple gun. No kicker. This is a no kicker install. We want to center our runner. Now, I've already centered my underpad, so guess what? All I got to do is center my runner to my underpad, and I am good to go. I've already done all my pre-measuring. Like I said, there's other videos on my site. You can see how to measure and center, but centering is basically self-explanatory. Centering this landing on this landing is what you basically have to do. You can take a tape measure, now that looks pretty good for the upper stairs. Let's check the lower stairs. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You can get a tape measure on that. Now I'm gonna do it quick because I don't wanna waste your time. There's plenty of tutorials on my page if you guys wanna see longer tutorials. We really just wanna get this lined up. Now, like I said, I've already got my pad lined up, so pretty much I just have to line up my runner. Let's just get that in place. We look pretty even. So what I want to do is, we're not using smooth edge, we're just using an electric staple gun. So once we get that all lined up, which you can see looks pretty good, we're going to pop some staples in and lock it into place. So let's do that now. I'm going to start with the top. Make sure I'm centered. Everything looks really good. Now today I'm using a Roberts electric staple gun. Now, I haven't done a video yet, but guys, this is my favorite staple gun of all time. It is so good. It hasn't failed me yet. Okay, I'm just gonna do this really quick so you guys can get the gist of it. Make sure you do your due diligence and measure, and make sure you're square. Okay, we're gonna pop a staple in all the way along here. Then we'll work under the nose. We're gonna work around here and cut off the excess. Now, I feel pretty good about where my stair runner is. I'm gonna lock it down here. 1, 2, lock it down on the end. All right, because I don't have any kicker, we're gonna have to work that with our hands a little bit. Okay, I've locked it down on both sides. Now I'm gonna simulate what a kicker would do. I'm gonna push this, maybe even pull this here. All right, pull it as tight as I can. Push, and then lock that in. Now, I'm gonna do that this way. Lock that in. Now I'm gonna do it this way. Again. Now I put a staple between the binding and the carpet, and I'll show you that now. Now you guys, like I said, you guys can see this in other videos that I've done. I'm going through this quick so you can just see the gist of it. Watch this. Every inch. All the way along. That's why you cut your pad back 1 inch around the perimeter so you have a nice transition down, especially if you're using thick pad. Let's finish that off there. Now guys, I really suggest using a kicker, but someone had asked me to show a video without a kicker, so I thought I would. Okay, so we cut that off even. You guys want to see a more in-depth video? I have lots on my channel. All right, now that that's locked into place, let's wrap the nose. That's where we're gonna pull it over. Pull that over the nose like that. Push that down. This is where we're gonna get the upholstery thing. And then put that hard on the 45 and staple all along there. As many as you need to keep that tight. Every inch or so, all the way along. Take your tucker, score that underneath, feel for any staples. Feels good. Now, let's cut this excess off, leave about 1 inch. Score this into the 45 of the stair between your underpad, where your underpad gap is. Lock this down in each corner and one in the middle. Take your knife on one end, knife on the other, into the middle. And your landing's done.